The second pick will be made by the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that means the #1 pick in the 2011 NBA Draft belongs to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Dan Gilbert, Nick Gilbert, all smiling. Dan Gilbert's son there, who was at the podium. The Cavaliers get the 1st and 4th pick. For you in L.A. who are Clipper fans, wondering what it would be like to have a nice point guard to throw up to Blake Griffin, well, you missed your shot because you traded that pick for the Cavs to take #1. So they are in the driver's seat for June's draft. There is how they ran out 1 through 14. Anchoring our coverage at the NBA Draft is Mark Jones.
Well, the one indelible image from the night of the draft lottery 2011, a couple of teenagers, 19-year-old Kyrie Irving and 14-year-old Nick Gilbert, the son of the owner Dan Gilbert of the Cleveland Cavaliers, a young man who's been afflicted by a rare neurological disease but has done a great job of fighting through life's obstacles. Cleveland ending up with the #1, Jay Billis, and the #4 pick. Kyrie Irving, is he the #1 pick in the draft?
I think he is. In a league that has gone toward point guards, that's the trend. I think Kyrie Irving is the guy that will be selected ultimately by Cleveland. He is an outstanding point guard prospect, a true point guard, a guy who is outstanding in the open court, terrific in transition. Reminds you a little bit of Chris Paul with the way he plays. Very good in isolation situations, pick and roll, efficient. He shoots it really well, can shoot it out to three-point range and knocks down his free throws, and very crafty. He can change pace and direction. But he's not a no-brainer. Derek Williams of Arizona, the most productive and the most efficient big guy in the country last year, gets to the free throw line 9-10 times a game as an Arizona Wildcat. Enes Kanter from Turkey, big body, knows how to use it inside, outstanding rebounder. And Kemba Walker won a national championship with UConn last year, a guy with tremendous heart at the point guard position. And Brandon Knight, just 18 years old, an outstanding shooter and a guy that's got a lot of growth at the point guard position. But I think Kyrie Irving is going to be taken overall #1. The question is for Cleveland, who did they take with #4? But having the 1 and 4 pick gives them a little bit of leverage, gives them some choices to make. They may want to move him. I doubt it, but they may want to.
A good dilemma to have. Our Heather Cox asking Dan Gilbert, the owner of the Cavaliers, after the draft lottery, would it be Kyrie Irving? He was a little bit non-committal, leaving it up to GM Chris Grant. Meanwhile, Jay, this is what Cleveland puts on the floor right now. How does Kyrie Irving fit in?
Well, it's a total rebuild job. I think they're basically starting over. So Kyrie Irving, I think you start over at the point guard position. When you've got a point guard that can play a number of years in the NBA and be as productive as Kyrie Irving can, I think he's the guy you select.
Well, all those things going to come to fruition. We'll get all our answers June 23rd at the Prudential Center on ESPN. Nick Gilbert was the right man for the occasion and the Cavaliers.